is an instructional video on how to complete match returns on the full-time system for all team administrators within the Sussex County Women and Girls Football League. On the screen you can see our website, and to get to the full-time administration page it's simply going to league info and then full-time admin. And there we have text on this page which updates itself from time to time, but what is always there is this line here to input match return details online. Click the link to go to full time. So you click the link and then our full-time website will appear in a new browser, tab or window depending on your device. And then on the right hand side of the screen there, on the top right hand side underneath the advertising banner, there's a sign in link. So if you click that, you'll be taken to a login page, and it's already got my login details pre-populated, but hopefully you will have already received an email with your own username and password. If you haven't, then please contact the competition secretary who will gladly provide you with one. So all we're doing is today we're going to log in as a test user, and then hopefully you'll see the administration home screen if this is working fast today, and it is. So this is just asking me to verify my email address. So if you've been sent, if you've been nominated as a team administrator and you haven't received an email address to verify your email address, if you're a completely new user, then you can click to send your verification email again, and what that will do is that any fixture or referee appointments will be emailed to you directly from the full-time website. So there isn't any need to chase up any updates on fixtures or referees. You'll get them automatically via email. So for the meantime, I'm going to verify my email address later, as this is a test. And then all being well, you'll go on to the admin home screen, where there's lots of different things available to you. So as you can see there, there's Fixture Wizard, which is not the one to be used here, but instead we want to use the results and statistics to create your stats. Now, in this instance, I'm the team administrator for the committee distribution team, and we played the results distribution team today, but as you can see, the result hasn't been input yet. So if that's the case, what can sometimes happen is that the way the results are added onto the league system is that around about 4:30 we'll go through the list of all of the text that have been sent in with the results on them. Sometimes when the texts are replied to, if one team says one score and the other team says a different score, then the system will report a conflict and won't put the score in there. But if both teams do report the same scoreline, then those would appear in the full-time boxes, which is the lower ones here. But if you find when you log in there is no score there, then you can put in the full-time score as simply as that, 2-1. By all means, we would love to see half-time scores in there as well, so as much detail as possible. So in this game it was 0-0 at half-time, but it ended up 2-1. Now, there will be an opportunity for you to advise the league of anything, so you can put it in the notes box, but however, if it's something of a more serious nature, then we'd prefer you to drop an email to the necessary competition officer. But in this case, you can put on here, good game, played in the correct spirit. Now, if you had a referee appointed to the game, there will be a referee's name and the opportunity to put a mark in there. Please remember, if the mark is below 60, you do have to notify us of the reasons why you have given a low mark. But likewise, if the referee was excellent, then please let us know via the amazing match day form of great refereeing performances. Likewise, we'll let everybody know. If you want to know if you want to put in the attendance of that fixture, then you can put the attendance. This was a well-attended match, so there was at least 38 people there. And likewise, the kick-off time, it was a 2 o'clock kick-off, but we actually kicked off early because we wanted to get home quick. So we actually kicked off at 13:59. So once you've done that, you click the update button, and that will save that data. Now it says invalid time because I didn't put a punctuation mark in between that. So it says there, your transaction was successful, so everything's grand. You can put in a history, and what that does, it gives you the history of the result on there. So it tells you that SCWGFL test put in these results here. We also see the history when we're processing the SMS results as well, so we know who's reported the wrong result, etc. Anyway, we're going to go back now, and we're going to input the statistics. Now, before you can put in the players who played, we ask you some respect questions, and depending on whether or not you're the home or away team, there's some of these questions you'll see or not see. But these ones at the start, as you can see on the screen, are there every week. So were the respect barriers used during this match? They were. Did the respect handshake take place? It did. Behaviour of players from opposition? Well, they were reasonably good. I'll give them a 4. Behaviour of supporters from opposition? Didn't hear a peep out of them, so that's fantastic, and they behaved in the correct spirit. Behaviour of coach manager from the opposition? Again, manager was no problem at all. The overall behaviour at this match? Well, I think overall a 5 was an accurate reflection of what went on. And our team's overall enjoyment of this match? Well, we thoroughly enjoyed it, so we'll give them a 5. Now there's some team questions that we ask you to do. Did you see your opponent's registration cards prior to the match? Well, we did, so that's a yes. Now the club sportsmanship mark for the opposing team, as it says there, 0 to 100. For a score of less than 60, then we require you to let us know why you would be giving them a low score. But in this case, they're very good, so we'll give them 95. Now, if you're the home team and you didn't have a competition-appointed referee, we do require the name of the club referee, just partly because we'd just like to know who's refereeing the games, and maybe if we offer referee courses in the future with the help of the Sussex County Football Association, and obviously we've got a list of people there that may be interested in taking up the whistle and making it a more regular occurrence. So we'll put in the name of the referee on this one. So we will put in any name you like. Trying to think of a referee's name off the top of my head, and we'll go for Howard Webb on this occasion. And then what we'll do is we'll click update, and then we wait for the system to accept those details, which it does. If you've put in the wrong result, you can just return to the results screen by clicking this button here. But as you can see, you still got the opportunity to change the scores. So if you think the manager wasn't squeaky clean, then you can put a 4 in, and likewise you can update that score. Everything will be saved. So we'll move on to the statistics element of the match return, and this is the committee team. We will go through this here. So what we're after here is the players that started the game and also those that were on the bench as substitutes. So we have our competition referees appointment secretary, our fixture secretary, our president, our welfare officer, Paul Jeffrey, vice chairman, Tony Lelliott, our chairman, Claire Nichols, competition secretary, Paul Preston, Bob Rashbrook, our treasurer and rules guru. We also have Katie Wild, our club rep. So that's our starting 9. Then we have our registration secretary, Paul Woodley, on the bench. And we have, Alison, there's another club rep on the bench, as was Sarah. And I think that was it. Everybody else was away. So if you process next, and then we've got, this is the detailed view. You may find it easier to switch to the simple view, just because I find it easier to manipulate and use. So to do that, you can just do switch to simple view, and you can input everything really quickly and simply from there. So what we'll do is go to quick stat entry, and you get this simple overview of everything that's gone on during the day. What I'll do is I'll also take the view off, so you can probably see more on the page. So we'll put, again, the starters here. That's a quick stat entry, simple view, and then you'll be able to see everything at once on one screen. So the captain, well, certainly Claire was the captain. We won the game 2-1. I scored one of the goals, 40-yard screamer into the top corner, and we'll also have, I think it was Russell that scored the other goal. It's always best to clarify who the goal scorers were before you put these in. There were no yellow cards, no red cards, or blue cards applied to small-sided football only, so do not apply for us. If you want to keep track of performance ratings, then you've got the ability to put those in there. So if we update stats for players, as you can see, we've got 9 starters, 3 on the bench, 1 captain, 2 goals. So bench used means that they came on as a substitute. And then we update the stats for players. And once you've got your numbers here and they match up with the result and your data, then that's everything completed. You don't need to do anything else. You can go back to the admin home screen, and that is it. You can log out. There's a full-time user guide which is got additional tips on there, plus it gives you some extra full-time updates here on the right hand side as well. You can create your own match reports in the system, and you've got access options if you want to create little web informations for your own website, whether you host it on Pitch Hero, club website, or anything else. But you've got links to all of the divisions in there. There is quite a lengthy list because these are all previous reiterations of divisions we've had in the past. But hopefully you've got a good understanding of how to do a match return. But as ever, we have league competition officers on hand to help you, so please don't feel like you're stuck, and please make sure that you do the returns within 72 hours, because the system is locked some point on the Wednesday. So if you can't get in and do your match return, then please let me know, and then we'll go and unlock the system for you to make your match return from there. So I hope you found this informative and haven't fallen asleep, and look forward to doing this all again for season 2015-2016. Thank you very much and goodbye.